North Carolina Realtors. It's RoseMary Buerger, coming from Georgia this fine solar eclipse day. It's a lot of things going on today, so I'm going to be real quick and let you guys get back to watching the solar eclipse. But first, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a way that I enhance my relationships. I'm a ninja trained real estate agent, so I have always taken my online offline with cards and notes, and I think it's a great way for us to keep in touch with our clients and our sphere. So one of the ways that I do that is by looking at sort of Facebook has created this voyeurism with allowing us into people's lives and knowing what's going on a daily basis. So I use some of that to help me reach out to people, and sometimes you don't know what's going on in people's lives, but if someone posts that they're having a bad day, it's a great opportunity to stop, write a little note card to them, and let them know that you're thinking of them. They may just be having a bad day, but 3, 4 days later, when the mail finally gets to them, they will be able to know that someone was thinking of them. And how important is that, to know that people are thinking of you and not just living their own lives, but they're paying attention to what's going on. A lot of people are sending their kids off to college, so it's a great time to take the opportunity to write a note card and say, hey, I know, and especially if they're now empty nesters, what a great opportunity to send them a ticket to go see the movies, or something that they wouldn't normally be able to go do, or have fun, or just lift their spirits for that day. And some people have daughters who just got great jobs, like my good friend Alan Tucker. So it's a great opportunity for me maybe to write a little note to Mary Kate and congratulate her, or write one to Alan and congratulate him as well. So there are great opportunities out there for us to do it. It's not just about being sort of a spy in their lives, though. It's about connecting in a different way. I think we've lost the ability sometimes to connect on a more personal level in person. And it's a great way to take what we're doing in our lives and connecting them in person. So getting that card in the mail, it's a great way for somebody to feel special. And I always travel with an assortment of cards. So it's a great, there's some, you can always keep it in your bag or purse or whatever. So you can keep little note cards that just say, if you want to lift somebody's spirits, believe in the possibilities. Birthdays. Birthdays on Facebook are listed, especially if they've listed them. So it's a great way to send ahead birthday cards to people who are having birthdays upcoming. So you can go ahead and take a look at September and get your birthday cards written out so that you can send them in the mail. What a great way to celebrate someone's birthday. We all post on Facebook and we all congratulate each other on Facebook, but I really think that it's important to look beyond online. And so you take that online experience by knowing it's their birthday and you write them a birthday card. And what better way to make someone feel special on their actual birthday than to receive mail? Most of the time we get mail and it's bills or junk mail and we throw it away. But if you see something with a handwritten address on it, it makes you want to stop and open it. And when you open it and someone's taken the time to write a note to you or a birthday card or whatever the situation may be, it just makes you feel special. It makes them feel special. So it's one more way for us to enhance our relationships and not just make them feel like they're another client or another number. They're actual people that we care about and we pay attention to what's going on in their lives, and it lets them know that they're important. So I also think it's another way for us to move beyond living our lives online. I'm all about social media and all about connecting with people online, but I also really, just take the time to send cards and notes to everybody because it's another way for us to feel connected. And I think in this world of being connected online, we're getting a little disconnected. So I really urge you to take the time, gather cards. When I go to the grocery store, I buy cards. So I always have an assortment of cards available for birthdays, for friends, for sympathy. There, there's cards for everything. I mean, there's cards for divorce. So if you have a friend who's gotten divorced, lift their spirits by sending them a card. Maybe it's a funny card. Maybe it was, a good thing. Or new babies. There's always new babies born every day. Or birthdays, children celebrating their very first day of school. So how important is it to send somebody a card that says, congratulations on your first day of school of kindergarten. Hope your year goes well, and send them a little ice cream coupon inside of it so that they can go get a treat after school. So that is another way to use cards to your benefit to enhance your relationships offline. And I think that we are in a world where we really need to be offline a little more. So I am, like I said, I always travel with cards, so I showed you that one. I order birthday cards in stock so that I can have a bunch of them ready and available, but sometimes I want a more particular card, so you go get the funny card. Whatever it calls for, I think it's important just to kind of go out there and do it. Take the time to sit down. So what I do is I plan my week in advance. I gather the cards for the people that I know I want to communicate with that week via a card, and I sit down on Mondays and I write out all of my cards for the week. So I write about 20 to 25 cards a week, and I send them on Mondays. I buy my stamps in bulk so that I always have stamps available, and I make sure that I set aside time, quiet time, because you want your message inside the card to be thoughtful too, not just a, hey, I was thinking of you, have a great day. Take time to talk about something that was important to them that happened that week with them. Like I said, my friend Sean just dropped his daughter off at USC, so I might send him a card, just say congratulations on your daughter going off to college, but I'll say something more than that. I know that this was a little bit heartbreaking for you because he really loves spending time with his daughter Riley, and so those moments. Or I may send a card to my friend Alyssa and say, hey, I know that the kids just went back to school. I hope you and Lynn have a great year. Looking forward to Lynn's Carpool Chronicles. Things like that are very important for us to remember that this is a personal business. It's very important for us to remember that we're dealing with people. We're not dealing with numbers. We're not dealing with leads. We're not dealing with stats. When it comes to them, we're dealing with people who have feelings, who have lives, and they live those lives offline as much as they live them online. So I think it's important for us to kind of reach out and touch them in ways that are non-traditional in this day and age. Everybody can send a text or a post, but I think it's important for us to stop and take the time to really reach out to them and to let them know that you're thinking of them. Sort of a very quick subject, but it's something that I feel very personal about, because if anybody knows me, they know that my friend Kendall calls me the Queen of Notes. She always says that I have a killer note card game, but I think it's because when I was a kid, I had pen pals. We didn't have the internet, and we didn't have cell phones. We just had regular phones on the wall that you had to, rotary dial. But in this day and age, our kids are growing up with online everything. So I think it's great to take that time to send them something in the mail so that they have that personal touch. So love to talk to you. If you have any questions, please ask on how to get this done. I'm going to let everybody get back to their solar eclipse viewing. I know it's already started in Oregon and it's headed our way. A lot of friends are in Charleston to check it out, in Atlanta, and I hear I-85 from all through South Carolina is all jammed up as people try and get to Atlanta to see it. But take the time to make someone feel special. I think that's my message for today, is that we all have time to do that, and it takes about 30 to 40 minutes for me to sit down and do those 25 cards, but those moments make someone feel special, and that's my goal. That's how I help stay connected to my sphere when I can't just pick up the phone and call them. Especially if you have, this is another quick tip, if you are in a military community and you have a family that has a soldier overseas, send them a card. There is nothing that those soldiers, airmen, Marines, sailors, they all love to receive mail. So take the moment to send them a card and say, hey, thank you for your service. We really appreciate it. We know it's hard being away from your family. And just let them know that you're thinking of them. There are so many different scenarios of why and how you can send someone a card. So just take the time, write out the note cards. Doesn't have to be funny or cute, doesn't even have to be, I always keep a little box of cards just like this. You can get at any grocery store, any dollar store, any of those places. You can get note cards to write and connect with your sphere and your people. So that's it for me today. I hope you have enjoyed this. I look forward to maybe sending a few of you note cards and thanking you for joining. But thanks so much. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. And have a great day.